The school budget in Hamilton County inches closer to a final vote amid what one board member describes as dysfunction and a lack of trust from the public.
Superintendent Dr. Justin Robertson continues to double down on the changes to the district's exceptional education staff. Still, he says he remains unhappy with their budget plan as a whole. Thanks for watching. I'm Josh Rowe.
And I'm Kim Chapman-Whitfield. One of tonight's highlights involves criticism from board member Caritza Jones, who says it's a bad look for other members to go after positions in central office.
We should be, if we're going to be good bosses, have good relationships with your employees. But what we're doing, and I don't want to say we, but I have to because I'm part of this, but what is happening here is that we're creating a hostile and toxic work environment. We cannot lead. We cannot lead. They elect us to be their voice, to advocate for them.
And these are some of the issues in that revised plan. The superintendent says schools could share certain staff members. For example, a social worker might move between two schools. Meantime, board member Jody Schaefer insists she favors cuts at the district's central office rather than cuts to student services.
But the superintendent says he has no plans to prioritize central office staff and that Schaefer's characterization is unfair. Tonight we have team coverage. We begin with Ray Collado, who has a closer look at those staff concerns. Ray.
Josh, Kim, there was heated debate at Hamilton County School Board's finance meeting tonight after the superintendent unveiled the second budget proposal. Now, while several board members want the superintendent to go to commission and ask for more money, board member Jody Schaefer says cutting central office positions can get them where they need to be without more money.
Just the seed department at central office alone is close to $1 million. Why can't that be handled? Why can't the oversight of those positions be handled in the schools?
The second proposal looks to adjust magnet school transportation, meaning instead of eliminating transportation entirely, it would focus on hub stops instead of door-to-door pickup. It also puts back some nursing positions. However, HCS board member Jody Schaefer says, with a closer look at central office, these cuts wouldn't be necessary.
Central office, that is the furthest away from the students, what there could be cut. I'm not saying those people aren't valuable, but I'm saying in light of cuts, it is the furthest away from the effect on students' lives from day to day.
The proposed cuts already look to eliminate roughly 10% of central office, which would save HCS nearly $2 million.
Somehow central office have been turned into people that are easier to cut than in some places. I mean, we've cut over 10%. 2 years ago when we got TISA, we cut central operations by over $10 million and pushed a historic number.
Regardless of the cuts, several HCS board members say they just can't support this budget with the proposed cuts.
And it'll be the first time in 11 years that if I vote no to a budget, it'll be the first time in 11 years because I always try to compromise. But this year, I am not compromising.
What is the value of life? It is certainly more than being afraid to ask and advocate for the right amount of funding.
The proposed cuts also further benchmark testing reduction and remove $1 million from capital maintenance funds. Kim?
Ray, thank you. The district's print shop, also a major concern tonight. Maggie Weaver joined us now live in studio with why that shop might stay open. Maggie.
Kim, Superintendent Dr. Justin Robertson previously said that he wanted to cut the print shop completely, but school board members like Caritza Jones had major concerns about the fallout of closing the shop, specifically about the risks of outsourcing and the need for paper and supplies in schools.
For every parent that be running over each other in Walmart, Sam's, Target, the Dollar General, and Dollar Tree, getting all this stuff, if we added up everybody's receipt, I'd rather you just put that on my taxes. I promise you it ain't $330K by the time you add up every parent, grandparent, church, community organization. So why not pay for it and give the people what they need?
Robertson suggested they could add more accountability to the print shop and give it a year to see if it could break even.
There are some that are literally ordering pallets of paper at a time because they're not having to pay for it. And so we push that money back to schools and essentially are saying, you know, you guys monitor your place and make it to where it's more even across the district.
Robertson says there is still a need for a sustainable solution and the potential for going digital. Kim.
Maggie, thank you. Superintendent Dr. Robertson says he favors May 8th for a final budget submission. Some school board members say this date is flexible.